Welcome back to Fastlane Fortune, the place where legends of the road get their spotlight. Today, we're talking about a car that honestly might just be the most beautiful machine ever built, the 1961 Jaguar E-Type. Now let's be real. When this thing first rolled out in the early 60s, it didn't just turn heads, it snapped necks. Enzo Ferrari, the man himself, called it the most beautiful car ever made. And well, when Ferrari says that about a rival, you know you've got something special. Just look at it, those long flowing curves, the endless bonnet, the way the chrome glistens. It's not just a car, it's sculpture on wheels. But beauty alone isn't what made the E-Type legendary. Under that jaw-dropping body sits a 3.8-liter inline-six engine. Back in '61, that gave you around 265 horsepower, which doesn't sound insane today, but at the time, it was blistering. 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds, top speed close to 150 miles per hour. In the early 60s, that was rocket ship territory. And here's the kicker. It cost a fraction of what an Italian exotic did. Imagine walking into a showroom back then. You could have had this masterpiece for the price of a family saloon. Inside, well, it's classic British charm. Slim wooden steering wheel, toggle switches lined up like you're flying a fighter jet, leather seats that feel more like a gentleman's club chair than a sports car bucket. Sure, the ergonomics weren't perfect. Your legs might cook next to the transmission tunnel, and the cabin can feel, let's say, cozy. But honestly, when you're gripping that wheel and listening to that engine sing, who cares? And speaking of that engine note, wow! The sound of that straight six when it climbs through the revs is just pure mechanical music. Not overly refined, not muted, just raw and alive. You feel every beat, every pulse. It's addictive. Here's what really blows my mind, though. Over 60 years later, the Jaguar E-Type still doesn't look old. Park it next to a modern sports car, and it still looks futuristic. The proportions, the stance, the way the light rolls across those curves, it hasn't aged a day. Honestly, I don't think it ever will. So, is the 1961 Jaguar E-Type just a car? No way. It's art, it's history, it's speed and style blended into something timeless. And driving one today, it feels like time travel, but in the best possible way. That's it for today's ride here on Fastlane Fortune. If you enjoyed this dive into one of the greatest cars ever made, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the Fast Lane. Until next time, keep chasing fortune, 1 mile at a time.